Failed former president and convicted felon Donald Trump delivered a disgusting anti-choice message to the cult anti-choice group called the Danbury Institute. If you've not heard of the Danbury Institute, this is a DC-based group that focuses on trying to inject a Christian worldview into civil society. We'll talk about exactly what their major points or issues are in a moment. Trump delivering a virtual message to them during which he told corrosive and disgusting lies about abortion, said he wants to eradicate it entirely, and pledged his support to this completely disgusting group. Take a listen to this.
Hello to everyone at the Danbury Institute and to all of the wonderful pastors and faith leaders, very respected people gathered for the Southern Baptist Convention annual meeting. That's a big deal. I want to thank each and every one of you for your tremendous devotion to God and to country and your tremendous support of me. And I hope I've earned it because we've done things that nobody thought were possible to have gotten done. These are difficult times for our nation, and your work is so important. We can't afford to have anyone sit on the sidelines. Now is the time for us to all pull together and to...
As you can see, of course, the delivery is always strange. Trump is sort of swiveling as he reads and just running right through periods and sort of a little confused by what's on the teleprompter, which, of course, is terrible when Obama or Biden use a teleprompter, but without one, Trump is useless. But let's listen to now we get into the critical parts of this.
Stand up for our values and for our freedoms. And you just can't vote Democrat. They're against religion. They're against your religion in particular. You cannot vote for Democrats, and you have to get out and vote.
And of course, Democrats are not against religion. They're against religion in general, or any one religion being used as a determinant for how to organize civil society and how civil government should be run, which, by the way, happens to be what's in the Constitution.
We have to defend religious liberty, free speech, innocent life, and the heritage and tradition that built America into the greatest nation in the history of the world. But now we are, as you know, a declining nation. And I might add, we are a seriously declining nation. Seriously, and so sad. I know that each of you is protecting those values every day, and I hope we'll be defending them side by side for your next 4 years. These are going to be your years because you're going to make a comeback like just about no other group. I know what's happening. I know where you're coming from and where you're going, and I'll be with you side by side. So again, thank you once again for everything you do, and you have to get out and vote. Our religious leaders have to get their incredible people that love them so much and respect them so much, have to get them out to vote.
And understand, of course, that Trump is asking religious leaders to do political stuff in their tax-exempt churches, which happens to be against what they are allowed to do in order to be nonprofits. But one of what you really have to understand here is this group, the Danbury Institute. It is an overtly socially extreme group. One of their major initiatives is to, quote, affirm the sanctity of human life. That's code for just banning abortion outright, completely and totally. And Trump is sucking up to these people because he needs their vote. Another priority for the Danbury Institute is affirming a biblical, biologically accurate view of sexuality and gender. In other words, being anti-trans and making institutions also anti-trans. So I think you get what sort of group this is, and Trump is aligning himself with them. Now, I think it bears repeating just once more. I don't think Trump really cares that much about these issues. I think Trump is only seeing it through the prism of what's good for me. And Trump thinks it would be good for him to align with these groups so that then they will come and vote for him, because I guess he assumes that the non-religious aren't necessarily going for him, even though that's probably Trump's actual personal identity. So the Danbury Institute, if you haven't heard of it, a very troubling group to have involved in government in any way at all. There was recently a huge data breach at T-Mobile. 37 million customers' personal data was exposed, and the data stays online forever and for anyone to access. And the number of data breaches in the U.S. is increasing by about 80%. It is not getting any better. That's why it is so important to use a VPN anytime you connect to the internet. Changes your IP address, makes you anonymous. The only VPN I trust is private internet access. The only major VPN that is demonstrated in legal cases, they do not possess your internet activity. and the software is open source for the world to verify. When a company like T-Mobile or Verizon gets hacked and you were using a VPN, your data still gets leaked, but it's associated with a fake IP address, essentially, not linkable to you. Private internet access is optimized for streaming and file sharing without the lag and buffering you get with other VPNs. And one of my favorite things about a VPN is being able to access streaming content not normally available in my country, like UK Netflix. Get private internet access for 83% off. That's just $203 a month plus 4 extra months for free. Go to piavpn.com/Pacman. The link is down below.